My name is Heather Coddington, and former public librarian. And my husband and I have a 4.5-year-old biological son, and we just adopted our daughter. We decided to adopt for several reasons. I have a couple cousins who are adopted, and we have friends who have adopted and are adopted. We had considered it before my son was born too. And then after my son was born, I had several complications and had to have a hysterectomy when he was 2 months old, and so obviously can't have any more kids. We started the adoption process doing our home study in 2010, and it was probably about 4 months by the time we had our profile done and we were actually out there for birth mothers to look at our information. And it wasn't until December of 2011 that we were selected for a situation. You know, we were so excited. It was baby girl born. For 3 weeks it was back and forth. They couldn't track down the birth mother to get her to sign off, and ultimately she decided not to place her baby, which was just heartbreaking for us because we thought for sure that was it. But we got back in the game and said, okay, you know, that wasn't it. We'll keep looking. And about a month later, we were matched again with another baby that was due in April, so it was about 2 months out. And we even went out and met the birth parents. Everything seemed good. They were so sure they were going to place, and they really liked us, and we got along great with them. And about 2 weeks before the due date, the story started changing, and she told us the C-section date had been changed, and in fact it hadn't, and she kept the baby without telling us. That one fell through again, which was absolutely heartbreaking because we had 2 months with this couple that we just thought really was going to be our baby. My husband was just, I think it hit him even harder, and he kind of said, well, you deal with it. When we have a viable situation, let me know, but I don't want to hear every single situation because it's just too much. And I think if we had had a third fail, I don't know if we would have continued on. So again, we got back in the game, and we're waiting and waiting, and the morning of June 9th, we got a phone call about 2 hours after our daughter was born, and they said, we have a baby girl born, and if you're interested, she's yours, and come get her. And we took a 6:30 flight the next day, and so when she was a day old, we got her. Just very surreal because it was so last minute. We didn't really have any time to worry about things falling through, which was good, or, you know, really just like, here's a baby. Like, no prep time whatsoever. It was kind of crazy. The birth mom also was on methamphetamine. Our daughter tested positive for it, so there was no way they were keeping the baby. Social services stepped in, and we had to make a plan with them that she was not allowed to see the baby and take the baby home. If she tried to, we had to call them, and I think she was just more interested in her lifestyle than, you know, being a parent at that time. We don't really have any fears about her having repercussions from that. She's perfectly normal. She was only in the hospital 2 days, was never in the NICU, had really minor withdrawal symptoms, basically just wanted to be held. And she's been perfectly normal and healthy ever since, and I think she'll be just fine. We hadn't seen our son in 2 weeks, which is the longest I'd ever been away from him, so that was so exciting to finally come home.
When I first saw her, I went up to her and kissed her on the cheek.
So excited to be a big brother and hold the baby and help feed her, and he's been really good.
I'm really happy to have my new sister.
He has gotten a little bit jealous just of the attention. You know, he's been an only child for 4 years, and so it's hard now to have that attention split between 2 kids. But for the most part, I think he's pretty understanding.
I watch my dad and mom change my baby sister's diaper. It's a lot of work.
He understands that she needs a little more attention.
I'm a big brother, I know I can take care of her.
We really use the support group as therapy, and they're all going through pretty much the same thing that we are. Everybody's at a different stage, so there's always somebody that can say, I've been through that. In fact, right after we had both our fails and brought our daughter home finally, there was another couple in the group who had a failed adoption, and I was able to say to them, I've been there. I know it's hard. You'll get through it. You'll get your baby. So just everything fell into place, and it was one of the easiest adoptions ever, and just meant to be. It made up for all the heartache before it. Absolutely. Head over heels in love with her.
I love my little baby sister.